Hello everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, Sai.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, Sai.
Good morning. Okay. Shall we start our class?
Sure,
Yes,
Sai.
Okay. Okay. So I logged into my Linux instance. Sudo su minus what 08 field login items. No problem. So sometimes you run this yum update minus five so that if at all any updates are there, so it will take those updates if at all. Okay, sometimes. Okay. See here when I logged into my machine, that time it was showing something like this. Run this one to apply all updates. That means yes, some updates are there. So when you see something like this after login to your machine, you run yum update minus 5 so that it will take those updates. Okay, fine. Now there are just a few more things we need to discuss before we start our DevOps. Let's see one thing. Some AWS, I told you right at the beginning, first we cover AWS, then Linux, then DevOps. So initially we covered a little bit of AWS, which is required to start DevOps. Now we are covering Linux, which is required to start DevOps. So after this, when we start DevOps, in that we are going to discuss AWS and Linux. Okay, these are not completely different things. Okay, so we initially covered only things which are required to start DevOps, so that with this basic knowledge we can start DevOps. That's what we are covering now. When we start our DevOps, that time we are going to discuss many Linux things there and AWS things also we are going to discuss. Got it? Just for simple example, as I said, user administration part that we are going to discuss in one tool called Ansible. That is one of the DevOps tools. When we discuss Ansible, there we will discuss this like that. Okay. So in this Linux now we need to discuss a few more things. First, let me remove all these things. See, if I want to remove all these things in one go, what I can do, I can use star, correct? If I give star, all these things will be deleted. Okay, but you should not give slash. If you use slash means you will lose your OS. Okay, So now I'm giving rm-rf, just start. That means it will delete all files and folders which are there in my current directory. Now do ls, I don't have anything as of now. Okay, fine. Now let me create one file and one directory. Touch file1 mkdir directory1. Okay, I created one file and one directory. Correct. Now ls-l. Yes, you can see here I have created one file and one directory. Okay. Now you must know the meaning of all these things. This is name that you know already. This is time, at what time you created. I mean, actually, we need to set the time of our instance. Then it will start taking the actual correct time. Right now, it is taking default time that we can set. That we'll do it later. This is a date. Which date you created. Today is 12, right? And March. Okay. Then here, this is size in bytes. Okay. You might be thinking site directory is empty. Why it is taking 6 bytes? Why? Because directory cannot be empty. File by default file is empty, but directory cannot be empty. Simple example: when you purchase any pen drive, okay, of 8 GB, can you use complete 8 GB? No, you can use 7 point some 9 something 95 something. So small amount will be reserved for some purpose. Here also, by default directory cannot be empty. Inside there will be some hidden files or there will be there. Okay. And what is this? This one, directory or file to recognize. And you can see 2, 1, these are link files. Link files. These are hard links. Hard links. So when you create a file, there will be one hard link. One hard link will be created by default. For directory, 2 hard links will be created in the form of temporary files. Right? Sometimes some temporary files will be created automatically. We delete those things, correct? Okay. In Windows, here also same thing. Some these link file hard links will be created in the form of temporary files. That's a default behavior. That's okay. You can ignore. Not so important. Now the most important section here is this one. This one and this one. Okay, let's see what is this. These are we call permissions. Permissions for the file and directory. Okay, now let me write here. See here, you can see 3 things: read, write, execute. Read, write, execute for file. And after that, read hyphen execute. Read hyphen execute. Correct? Okay. For directory, this is something. For file, read, write hyphen, read hyphen hyphen, read hyphen hyphen. See here, first of all, read means R means read. W means write. X means execute. Okay, X means execute. So reading means reading file, opening the file, reading the content. Writing means editing, deleting, modification, all those things. Execution means there are some files which you cannot open, you can only run. Like in Windows, if you download Google Chrome, one exe file will be downloaded. Can you open, can you read that file? No, you can't read that exe file. You need to run that one. When you double click, that will be executed. That will be executed. That is what execution. Some files you cannot open, you can only execute. So here X means execute. Who can read, who can write, who can execute? That is all about this one, this permissions. Now, see here. Let me write here. For file, see. R means open. Open and read. Just reading the file. You can read the file. W means you can write. You can edit. You can append. That's what. Edit, append. That also comes from the edit only. Append. X means running that file. So there are some files that we are going to run in future. Okay, those you'll understand. Executable files. Okay, that we'll discuss later on. For directory, R means you can see components inside file. See content. Components in file. Sorry, in directory. You can see components inside the directory. Okay. And write means you can add, delete, rename components of directory. Okay, inside directory. Execute means you can go inside directory, enter inside directory. That's the meaning. Okay, for file, for directory. Okay, that's the meaning. Now, we should be able to change these things. Here, understand one thing. Suppose, who created this directory? Root user. For every user, guys, not able to see the screen. Why you can't? I think every day you are getting the same issue, right? Guys, others, can you able to see the screen? Please respond, others.
Yes, Sai, we can able to
Okay,
see.
Wahid, you speak to our admin team once. Every day I think you are getting the same issue.
No, today only I faced this issue.
Today I think previous class also I have seen this message. I think may not be from you.
I'll rejoin.
Try to rejoin. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now see here. Root, by default we have root user. Root user is there means, with that name there is one group also and is a part of that group. That you know, right? Root user is there means there is a group called root group. By default that root user is a part of that group. That you know, correct? Fine. Now, see here. Root user is there. This guy. One group is there called root group. Is a part of that group. Okay, is a part of root user is a part of that group. Okay, now this you can divide into 3 sections. You can see 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he is the owner of that directory. Let's talk about directory now. This user is the owner. That's what owner. Owner means whoever created the directory. Who created? Root user. So root user is having this permission. That means owner is having first box permissions. First box. The one who creates a directory, he is having first box permissions. First box. Okay, that one. In this group, I can add any other users also. A. Okay. I can add some others also in this group. Correct. The members inside that group. See here. This is owner. The first one. This is owner. This is group. What is the group? This group. Owners group by default. Owners group. Okay. This owners group is having second box permissions. Listen carefully. This is the most confusing topic. but you should have better clarity here. First box permissions. The owner is having first box permissions. Owner belongs to one group. That group members are having second box permissions. That means A will have second box permissions. Second box. In my EC2 instance, there could be many others. For example, some other users are there. Will be some other users that I haven't added to this group. All others are having third box permissions. Okay, first box permissions. I mean, this owner is having first box permissions. Owner's group members are having second box permissions. All others are having third box permissions. All others are having third box permissions. Okay, now I hope you understood till here, right? Yeah. Now here, that means, observe carefully, this owner is having, see, since it is directory, that is this one. This is directory related things. These are file related things. Okay. Owner, irrespective of these permissions, owner, irrespective of first box, he will have full permissions. He will have full. Even though if it is not showing anything here, still he will have full permissions. I mean, owner in the sense here, actually root. I'm not talking about owner, root. See, tomorrow there could be some other guy here. There could be some Sai. Sai is having first box permissions. But root user is right, root user. He will have complete permissions in every field. Okay, these things will not affect root user. Here, owner and root both are same in this case, in my case right now. But tomorrow, being a Sai, if I create any directory, Sai will have first box permissions. Correct? Correct? Fine. Now, Sai will have first box only. That means if Sai doesn't have execute, then he cannot execute any directory. He cannot write if he doesn't have write. But these permissions will not affect root user. Root user by default is having full permissions. Okay. These permissions will affect only other users. Will not affect the root. Okay, just remember that. Because root is a different guy, right? He is having complete privileges. But in this case, in my case, this guy, owner and root both are same. Because being a root user, I am doing all these things. Okay, now coming to very, very important thing. Now see here. So as I said, owner will give permissions to others. Owner will give permissions to others. Correct? Owner will give permissions to others. Now what I'll do, let me delete these things. Star. I have deleted, I don't have anything as of now. Let me take any one directory. Okay, let me take temporary. To do this testing and all, generally we use temporary directory. cd temp /temp. Okay, under top level root directory, there is one directory called temp, temporary directory. ls, okay, there is some default file. Don't worry about that. You can ignore that one. Or else, let me remove this one. rf star. Okay, under temp, we don't have anything as of now. Okay, now here let me create one file and directory. mkdir directory 1 touch file 1. Now, owner is having this. Owner means here root. Okay, here owner and root both are same. So this owner is having these permissions. right? These set of permissions. Owner is having these permissions. Owners group is having these permissions. All others are having third set of permissions, right? Now let's see how can we control these permissions. How a root user can control other users' permissions. So to change these permissions, they have given numbers, guys. There are many ways through which, there are two ways through which we can change these permissions. One is numerical way, another one is symbolic way. But numerical way is the most easiest one that most people are using, numerical way. So numerical way in the sense, for read they have given one number called 4, for write 2, for execute 1. Just remember this. For read number is 4, write 2, execute 1. Okay. Now what I'll do, let me log into this machine as a normal user. Yesterday I have shown you how to log in as a normal user. Let me show you. Let's log into this instance as a normal user. Which username that we used yesterday? Anyone? Any idea?
Hari.
Hari? Okay, correct. Okay. I'm going to log into this instance as a Hari user. See here, Hari. Okay. Give password, enter. Okay. See, I logged into this machine as Hari. Okay, let me change the color. Otherwise, it's confusion. Let me change the color. Hari. Now go to terminal settings. Foreground, I'll make it as which one? This one. Okay. Green. Green is fine. This is green. Okay. Foreground, I made as green. Okay. Give password. Okay. So he is user, Hari user. Okay, you can see I logged into this machine as a Hari user. Okay. Yeah. This is Hari user. Now, I think it's not right. Hari user. Now, CD temp. Okay, Hari is also inside temp. Do ls. See Hari. Everyone will. Okay, so he is also in temp. Okay. Now he can see these directories, this file and directory. See who created this file and directory? Root user. Correct. Root user created these files and directories. Okay, those can be seen by Mr. Hari. Correct. Everything is happening in the same machine, but two users logged in separately. One root user and the one is normal user. Now, see, Hari user is having, Hari is the other guy, outsider. Okay, that means Hari is having this third set of permissions, third box permissions. Correct. Hari is having third box permissions. Okay. So let's see what he can do with respect to these things. First of all, let's talk about files. Okay, file. So for file, Hari is having only read permission. Correct? Read permission. So read means open. That means Hari can open this file. Correct or not? Here you can see cursor, my cursor. Read means open. So file, Hari is having read permission. That means Hari can open that file. Verify. Cat file 1. Yes, it is not throwing any error. See, inside content is not there, but it is not throwing any error. Correct or not? That means Hari is opening that file. He can read the content inside the file. Content is not there. That's a different matter. But Hari can open that file. Why? Because for that file, read permission is. Read permission is. Okay. Now, can Hari edit that file? Delete that file? This one, write, edit, delete that file. Can he write some content in that file, Hari? No, he cannot. For that, he should have write permission, but Hari doesn't have write permission. You can see here. Let's see. Cat greater than file1. This command we used to write some content, enter. It is saying, hey Sai, hey Hari, you don't have write permission. You don't have write permission. That's why it is showing error. Understand, right? He can't edit, he can't delete, he can't do anything. Okay. So that's all. I hope slowly you are understanding the permissions. Right? Okay. With respect to directories, read and execute. So execute means he can go inside the directory. Read means he can see components inside directory. Let's see whether he can do it or not. CD directory 1. Yes, he can go. Do ls, he can run ls because see CD directory 1. That means entering inside directory. Yes, he can do it and he can do ls. Okay. Can he add, delete, rename components inside directory? Okay, touch file, test file. Can he create? No, he can't do it because inside directory, see here, he doesn't have write permission. If he has write, then only he can add, delete, rename components. Got it? So right now, whatever these third box permissions are there, okay, user can do only those things. Okay, guys, I hope you understood till here. That's okay. Even at this stage, it is confusing. Just try to understand the concept, how we are controlling the permissions. You will get recorded video, right? You can go through again and again. Guys, till here it is fine. Till here you understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's see how can this root user, how root user can give permissions to this Hari user. Let's see. So if he want to change permissions, okay, so he used one command called chmod. Okay, chmod command we use chmod command we use to change permissions. Okay, so here 2421. Now what kind of what do you want to change? I don't want to change this one. Okay, for directory, let's see directory. See here read means 4, write means 2, execute means 1. Correct? Okay. So here this is with respect to directory. For file, what is showing? Read, write, read hyphen, read hyphen. Okay, here 4, nothing is there means 0, 1, 4, 0, 1. That means 4 to 1. What is this? 7, 4 plus 1, 7, 4 plus 1, 7. Sorry, 5. By default, directory is having these permissions. That means here, this first box, so let me write for file also. 420, 400, 400. That means 644. So this first set, this is owner. Second box, group members of that owner. Third box, others. Okay, others. That means in this, first in this 755, the first one is owner, second one is group, third one is others. Here, first one is owner, second one is group, third one is others. Okay. Now, just 1 minute. Okay. Good. Suppose this owner, this okay, this here in this case, owner and root both say. This root user, he wants to give permission to Hari. Okay, what kind of permission? See, first listen, guys. Don't type anything in this chartboard. First listen what I'm explaining. All doubts will be clarified at the end of class because this is the most confusing topic in Linux. Okay, this root user, he wants to give permission to Hari user. Let's see what kind of permissions. Okay. First, let's talk about file. For file, Hari has only read permission. Correct? Hari has only read permission. For file read means he can only open, but he cannot put any content inside the file. Correct? He cannot put any content and he cannot edit. Now this owner wants to give write permission also to Hari. Write permission to Hari. So let's see how he is going to give. See, no change in first two. Correct? So first two means 4 to 0. That means 6. No change as it is. Second, 4, no change. So read means read is already there, but he wants to give write also. Read means 4, write means 2. 4 plus 2, 6. See, first two no change. But for others, Hari's earlier it was 4. See, earlier it was read. Read means 4. Now he is adding 2, extra 2. That means 2 means that's what, right? Okay. And for which file? This is file 1. That's it. Now if you do ls-l, you can see earlier only read permission was there for file others. But now read and write both permissions are there. Okay, both the permissions are there. Okay. That means earlier Hari was able to just open that file. He was unable to edit or append that file, write the file. But now Hari can do it because owner has given write permissions to others. So let's see, Hari can do it or not. CD double dot. See, earlier for the file, see here, Hari opened that file successfully, but he could not write some content. Now let's see, can he open? Yes, he can open. Now let's see, can he add content? Cat greater than file 1. Yes, now he can. See here, hello file 1. Enter control. See here, earlier for him it was showing an error, but now he can add some content because this owner has root user has given permissions, write permissions to that others, means Hari. Okay, that is so. That's why he can write the content. For example, now this owner, he wants to revoke all permissions complete. That means he wants to remove read write both. Hari should not even open that file. So for that, chmod. First two, there are no change in this, right? That means 6, 4 as it is. But the third one here, earlier it was 6. We have been read and write. But now I want to revoke complete access. That means 0, 0, file 1. See here, root user has revoked complete access for others. Correct? That means other users cannot even touch that file. Let's see, Hari can touch that file or not. Cat file 1. Enter. It is saying that, hey, permission denied. You can't even open that file. Can't even open and you can't even write also because we revoked complete access. See here. Okay. That is so for files. Okay. Now, let's talk about directory. Let's talk about directory now a little bit. See here. Okay. For directory, others are having read and execute. What is the meaning of that for read and execute? See, execute means to enter inside directory. Read means to see components inside directory. So others can go inside directory. That means can run cd command and also can run ls command. Correct? So verify. cd directory 1 ls. Correct. We can do it. Now let's come back. Now what we'll do, for others, let's revoke read permission. Let's revoke read permission. That means others can go inside directory, but he should not run ls. He should not see components inside directory. chmod. See, first two are same. That means here 7, next 5, correct or not? 7 means 2, 4, 2, 1 means 7. Here 4, 0, 1. That means 5. Here I want to give only execute access. Execute, not read. That means for execute means only 1. Correct here. Execute number is 1. That means I am revoking the read access. That means I am revoking ls command access. For which one? For directory 1. Enter. Now do ls-l. You can see earlier, yes, read-execute, but now only execute. Correct? So that means other users can go inside directory but cannot run ls command. See here, cd directory 1, yes, but he cannot run ls. You can see when he runs ls, it throws error. You can say, hey, permission denied. Permission denied. Okay, we'll do one thing. Let me come back. Now let me revoke this execute permission also. Okay, so chmod execute also I'm revoking. That means 7, 5, 0. First two I'm not changing as it is. Just for others, I'm revoking execute access also for the directory 1. Right? Enter. Now ls-l, you can see I revoked complete access. Correct? Now go and verify. Now see, earlier he was able to run cd directory, cd command. But can he run cd? No, it throws error. You can say, hey, you don't have permission. Now what we'll do, let's give full permissions. Read, write, execute for directory. Okay. chmod 75. Full means 7, correct? 7 means here. Read, write, execute, full permissions on directory. ls-l, you can see. Read, write, execute. That means other users will have full permissions. Other users will have full permissions. So how to verify? Now go there. cd directory 1. Yes, he can go. Do ls, he can run. He can create components. Touch. Okay, my file. Yes, he can do everything because we have given full permissions. Okay, so that is how we can modify these permissions. Okay. Now he created one file inside directory, my file. Okay, see here, because he is having write permission, he can rename that file, everything he can do. Okay. But if I revoke again, see here, in this file I can put some content. Okay, I can create file something. I mean, okay. So here you see, by using touch, I created one file. But if I revoke write access, can he create file? No. Let's revoke write access. chmod 75. Let's revoke write access. That means only read and execute. That means read means 4, write means 1, total 5. Okay, then directory 1. Correct? ls-l. Correct? Now, see earlier he created one file, but can he create file now? Touch demo file. You can see permission denied. Okay. So like that, we can play with these permissions. This is for others. So for whatever we have seen, this is for others. Okay, that could be file or directory. That could be file or directory. So for whatever we did, that is for others. Now, for group members, if you want to change, same thing, no difference. For example, you want to change, see, group members, they are not having, see here, for file, group members are having only read permission. Now I want to give read write also for file. That means group members should be able to add some content, edit, append. So simple, chmod here. For owner, same, no change. So that means 6, 4 plus 2, 6. For group also I would like to give write. That means write means 2. Already read is there. 4 is it. I want to add 2. 6. And for others, no change. 0. Okay. File 1. ls-l, you can see. Earlier, only read permissions were there. Now read and write permissions are there. Okay. Like that. Members in the group, owners group, members of owners group. For example, I want to give full permissions to members in the group and also others. chmod 6, the first one no change. Read and write, no change. For others, full means 7. Here also 7. 7, 7. And file 1. Let's say L. You can see. For directory also same. Okay, directory also. Like that, we can change these permissions. Okay. So in this right now, in my case, owner is same. Owner and root both are same. Root user and owner both are same in my case. Because so far I did everything as a root user and he himself is an owner. Okay. Now, if you observe carefully here, now come back. So yeah, so go inside this directory one, ls-l. Observe carefully. Inside this directory one, who created this directory file one? This, I mean, my file. Just now Hari created. Correct? Not see here. See here. Touch. What is the file? My file. Right? Yeah, you can see. Touch my file. Who created this one? Hari. When user, when owner, when root given permissions to Mr. Hari, that time Hari created that file. So that's why here you can see for this file, who is the owner? Hari is the owner. And this is Hari's group. That means in this case, Hari is having first box permissions. Read write only. Hari is having read write only. Hari doesn't have execute permissions. Hari doesn't have execute permissions. Execute means, see, for file execution means he cannot run that file. If it is executable file, Hari cannot run that file. Like that. Okay. But here, even though this permission is not there, this will not affect root user because root is having full permissions. Okay, see. In this case, root user doesn't have executable permissions. And here also, Hari doesn't have executable permissions. But these executable permissions, Hari doesn't have, so he cannot execute, but root user can execute because these things will not affect root user. Root is having complete permissions. Okay, that is so. Now, root user can make someone as owner. Right now, see it. right now, for file, who is the owner? Root user. For file, or root user is the owner. So this owner is having these permissions, correct? See, this owner is having first box permissions. Now, if root wants, if he wants, he can make someone else as owner. He can make someone else as owner. For example, see here, CW. Now see here. Now Hari verified that for that file, who is owner? Root is the owner. Now Hari requested root user. Hey root user, could you please make me as owner of that file? Could you please make me owner of that file, so that I will get first set of permissions. Hari requested root user. Now root user is going to make Hari as owner to that file. So how to change ownership? Ch own Hari. To which file? File 1. See here. Root user is making Hari as owner to this file. Now enter. LSF9. You can see who is the owner? Hari. Now Hari is having first set of permissions. Because owner will have first set of permissions, correct? Now Hari will have first set of permissions. You can see now. Yes, you can see. Hari will have first set of permissions. Okay. Now, root user can change group also. Can change group also. You know, right? In my machine earlier we created DevOps group. Okay. So root user wants to make DevOps group members as group to this file. Okay. For that chgr. To change ownership, chown. To change group, chgrp. DevOps group. To which file? File 1. Let's say finally you can see. So members inside this group, they are having second set of permissions. Okay, members inside that group, they are having second set of permissions. Okay, like that he can change permissions. To change permissions, chmod. Okay, to change owner, chown. To change group, chgrp. Okay, so chmod to change permissions, chown to change ownership, chgrp to change group. Okay, so that is how root user can control permissions of others. Okay, can control permissions of others. Understanding, right? Everything he can change, everything. Okay, so like that. This is how we can change permissions. So in companies, if at all any fresher is there, he is going to log into this machine as a normal user, just like Hari. And he can't do whatever he wants. No. Root user will control everything. For example, suppose, assume that I am root user. Okay. Suppose in my class, Hari is it. For example, let me take any name. Can I take any name of yours? Anyone? So that it would be more interactive. Yeah. Can I take any one name?
Anil, sir.
Anil. Okay, Anil. So assume that I am owner. Now Anil recently joined my team, DevOps team. Now I want Anil should access my instance. So Anil is having his own mobile XM tool in his laptop, correct? Now what I am going to do, I am going to share this name, DNS name, along with his name. Because already in my machine, assume that I created user, just like Hari, I create Anil user. I set password, whatever we did yesterday. So I'm going to share his name, username, that's Anil at the rate, this DNS name, and I'm going to share password also to him. When I share, Anil will open mobile XM in his machine. He will give this one, Anil at the rate DNS name. When it prompts for password, he will enter password. Then Anil is going to log in like this. Now Anil cannot do each and everything because being a root user, I'll control his permissions. I'll control his permissions. Okay. So if he wants any permission, then he'll request, hey, Sai, could you please provide that, access? Then I will change permissions like this. Okay. I hope at least, I mean, basic, at least you understood a little bit. Don't worry. We are going to add many things to this slowly. I hope at least you understood these basic things. You guys understood?
Yes, Sai.
Yeah, it is
Yes, sir.
confusing. It is confusing. This is only one of the ways. It is just a numerical way. There are many ways are there. Okay, symbolic way is there. Many ways. I mean, two, the numerical way and one more way is there. But you remember this one, this is very easy to remember. Okay. Yeah, this is a important topic. That's what I have mentioned. Here you can see. To change permission, ch mod. To change owner, ch own. To change group, ch. Okay. In this topic, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in this topic.
Sai?
Yes.
Yeah, so like root user is having capability to change the permission of any different file, right?
Yes, root user can do everything.
Correct. So suppose he is giving some permission to a directory. So in that directory there may be a lot of files. So he has to give the permission separately, like for the directory separate and file separate, or he has to give permission.
See, first of all, see here. First, he will give execute permissions to directory so that user can go inside the directory. Then he will give root read permission also so that that user can run ls command. Then in that, few files are there. Suppose some 2 files are there. In that 2 files, he wants to give access to only 1 file only. So for that file, he will give write access also for only 1 file, not other file. So that other user can enter into the directory, he can run ls command, he can modify only that file wherever his permission is there. Can't touch other file. Got it?
Okay, so no, my doubt is, suppose he has given like full permission to the directory for any all other users, including group members and other members. So directory in the sense like directory is the top, right? Inside that only we will having the files. So if all permission given to your directory, so any user can do anything from on directory and inside the directory file.
Yeah, they can do anything if we give full permissions.
Only for the directory. That's what I mean.
Yeah. See, if you give full permissions to the directory, what is the meaning of that one? See, if that means write permission also is there. That means users can add files inside the directory, can delete those files, can rename those files. So that's a danger, right? They can delete also.
Okay. So file level permission, if you want to control the particular file, then only like
yes.
Has to
yes. So here you have to think logically. Here you have to read this one very, very clearly. That you have to think logically. Okay, if we give this permission, what actually happens? Like that. Based on that, you should control. You should verify. You should think, and you should try not verify. Then you give permissions to users like that.
Okay, thank you.
Sai, I decide. So we have one folder directory. Inside that directory, we have a file. Okay, and 2 users are there, user 1 and user 2. As a root user, I want to allow permission to read, write, and execute on the same file to one user, and for other user, I want to apply some restriction. He should be able to only read. So can this permission be set based on users? Because now here root user is changing the permission of that file for all, not for a specific user.
See, that provision is not there for individual making individual user. Okay, that provision is not there. That time you can make what you can do that time.
Can we do it through groups?
Yeah, groups. That's all. That's all. Through groups we can do. In that, I mean, you have, for example, two users are there. Okay, you said you want to make, you want to give one, for one you want to give full access. For other you don't want to give access. So
Yeah.
you make him one person as a owner to that file. You give full access. Then other guy as a others. You keep it others, and you don't give any access. Correct. Owner will have first box. Will have full access. Other guy will not have any access. Like that. So, I mean, multiple ways are there, just we need to think logically like that. Okay.
Okay. Read, write, execute. Why for file execute is not there by default?
That's a default permission.
First box.
See, first of all, default things will be there. Okay, that means when you create file by default permissions are 644, for directory defaults are 755. That's a default. Later on, you can modify based on requirement. Okay. Any doubts from anyone here?
How do we get those 1 to 4?
Okay. So here, that's okay. Please do go through this one again and again. Slowly you understand. How do we get those? These are officially given by Linux. 4 to 1 official numbers given by Linux. Numerical way. Officially they have given. Okay. So this is an important topic. That's why it took a good amount of time. So guys, in this Linux, observe carefully. We covered first box. Being mute, guys, just 1 minute. Yeah. We covered first box, second box here. Third box also we covered here. And this also, we already covered all these commands. Now coming to third one, these are just, to remember easily, just I have added few things here. Like, see, to come out of cat, control D. To come out of nano file, control X. Mostly people get confused here. So remember, cat means control D, nano means control X. If you want to create multiple directories, one inside another one, you have to give -P and directory 1 / directory 2 like that. And you know how to delete rm-rf, that you know. How to use grep command? Grep the word and the file. If file is in some other location, you have to give the path. That also you know. Less, more, head, tail. Command structure is pretty same. Less the file name, head, file name, like that. Sort. When you do sort, it sort the content inside the file. Okay. It will show display. It won't modify the file. Actually, it will just show display like in that manner, sorted manner. How to create soft link, that you know. ln-s. Okay, main file and that soft link file, whatever you want to create. If it is hard link, you need not give -s, nothing. By default, link file means hard link only. If it is soft link, you need to mention -s separately. How to add multiple users? G password. If you want to add single user, -a. If that is multiple users, then -M. When you are giving users, make sure you are not giving any spaces. Only you give space between the users and the group. How to remove? -D. That also you know. How to apply tar? tar-cvf to create tar. So here, whatever name that you want, output and the actual directory name. How to apply zip on top of that? zip and on top of the tar file. How to remove tar? tar-xvf. And how to remove zip? Z and zip. Like that. Okay, du-h command we use to verify the size of that file. Okay, du-h we use to verify the size. File size is 4 KB because I think we kept some content. Cat, well, yeah, we kept some content, right? That's it. Like that, just to verify the size, how much we compressed and all like that. Okay, so just remember these commands. So these commands are enough to start our DevOps, just to start. Because in DevOps, we are going to discuss n number of commands, and some admin topics also we are going to cover. User administration, group administration, SSH permissions, sudo privileges, okay, all those things we are going to cover one by one. Okay, but these commands are enough to start DevOps. If you are good at these commands, yes, happily we can start our DevOps. So what you do, you practice all these commands so far, whatever we covered, so that Monday onwards, we are going to start our DevOps. The tools we are going to start Monday onwards. Okay, so we'll start DevOps. While discussing DevOps, we'll cover in between whenever AWS comes, whenever Linux comes. Linux, anyways, we use continuously till we finish our DevOps. Okay. Yeah. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Any more doubts? You are getting 2 days holidays, so please do practice these Linux commands so that you can enjoy DevOps a lot. Anything from your side? Any pending doubts? Any unresolved doubts? If at all any doubts are there? Oh, sorry. Sometimes I forget to unmute. That time, please do remain. Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead. No doubts?
Yeah, that is also fine, Raja. Okay, yeah, I'm not
Sai,
in a, but
Sai, Wahid this side.
Yes,
so I tried creating multiple groups, multiple user to a group. Okay. Then I tried removing multiple user from that group. I got two statements. First is removing one user. First user got removed, but for second user, it is giving user is not exist, something like that.
A user is not there means that user is not there in the group.
No, but both the users are there. I created two users. I added both of them to a group. Then same command I tried for removing. So -d. So first, let's say I tried that.
he will navigate to the next main grid.
So user one, I got message that removing user one. But for user two, it giving a message saying that user does not exist.
User does not exist. Let me show you. Let me create a group. Okay. Add etc. Okay, I have DevOps group. So in that, let me add Hari and Raj. Okay. Let's add these two. G
-5. G password -m.
Password capital M. Hari Raj in DevOps. Okay. Now verify. Yes. Now let's remove these two.
I use -d.
G password -d. Hari Raj from DevOps. Removing user from not a member of what removing users got removed. Let me verify. Not removed. Yeah. Command is same. 1 second. Let me verify. Seems there's a
Sai, we can remove single, then it's
single we can use.
Yeah.
So Linux commands you'll get, and hundreds of Linux commands are there. Whenever you get any doubt, just command verify in website. You will get that actual command. If at all any mistake is there in our command. User add, okay. Creating user and okay. Creating user, changing how to user. Okay, add. Remove user from the group. One user, that is fine. User mode, G password you can give. Remove multiple users from. G password -D. Okay, they are giving one user here. Now, do we need to use? Or else I'll give the proper command. There seems there's a mistake in that command. Will it work? Yeah, delete user. Delete user, remove users from the group -D.
Looks like it removes one by one, not multiple.
No, there will be a command. The command is just I am not getting that command here. Is it capital D? Not capital D. Okay, I'll give the command. That is it. That we can do it. What I'll do, I'll post that command in WhatsApp group. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give that command.
Yes, and I have one small doubt, Sai. Actually, I have created group, and initially I have added one user to that group. And again, I have added the multiple users to that group. What's happened? Previously, I have added one user, right? That user is not exist in the group, Sai. I have faced that issue today morning. Initially, I have added one user, Sai, that group.
Okay. Then after that, you have added one more user.
No, after that one, I have added the multiple users.
Okay.
Then what's happened? Recently, I have added 2 users, right? Only those 2 users only I'm able to see in the group.
A old user got deleted.
Yes.
Automatically.
Yes. Can you try with this one now, Sai? I mean, maybe I have done some mistake or not like that.
Okay. So let me create one more user. User add Rahul. Okay. First, let me remove these 2 users. Okay, remove. Now, first I'm going to add Hari user. Okay. Added. Now I'm going to add multiple users. Raj and Rahul. Okay, added multiple users. Now verify. Acha, it's a overriding, right? In that group. Okay. There could be some few more options on there. Acha, actually, what is happening when you are adding multiple users? Okay, they are overriding existing user. Overriding. Existing user is getting deleted automatically. Okay, for that also I'll share the command. Yes, good doubts. Okay, I'll share the command. Okay, I'll verify and I'll share these 2 commands. Okay, so first one is how to remove multiple users from the group, and second thing is how to append. When you add any user, it should not affect other user. Okay, I mean if you add one by one user, it won't affect. But when you are adding multiple users, right, then only it is affected.
Yes.
Okay, while deleting multiple users. So there could be, for multiple users, there could be some other command. While adding also, it is creating problem, while deleting also. So that I'll share with you. Okay, that command.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm unable to find the solution side. That's when I pinged you.
Okay. No, I'll share the command. See, I will definitely get from website. Just we need to verify.
Yes. I agree with you.
Yeah. Actually, what we do in companies, we get time, right? So slowly we verify and we pick the proper command and we paste. That
Yeah,
is
we are following same thing, right? In the
right. Yeah, it's so many commands are there, right? It's hundreds of commands are there, so it's impossible to remember. What we do when we get any doubt, just go and when we verify. Yeah. Any doubts from anyone? No doubts?
yeah, and one thing, Sai,
Yeah,
related
please, please.
to actually, I mean, you have told me, right? Suppose with the help of the grep command, we are able to find the text in files, right? Suppose I need to find something with the name Anil. Is there any possibility for the file names or directories?
File names.
Suppose
You.
in Windows, suppose I remember the folder name. Suppose AN. If I searching that one, I'm able to see all the folders, right? Which are related to name AN.
Yeah, that you can do it by using find command, right?
Yes.
Find command
Sorry,
is it?
sorry.
Find.
Correct.
Yeah, we can do
Okay.
it. That too,
Okay,
you need
okay.
not to remember entire word. Just you give 2 to 3 letters, then star. That is also fine.
Yes. Sorry. I didn't. I didn't remember that one.
Yeah,
That
that's
command
okay.
is there. Yes, I know that. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So that's it, guys, for today. Monday onwards, we are going to start DevOps freshly. Okay. So please do practice these commands. Utilize these 2 days. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you all. We'll meet Monday. Yeah. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.